Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Well, as you can see here, we have a very interesting fixed blade coming to us from Kansept Knives. Now, this is a design collaboration with Marco Knives. This is the Niko. Now, there's a few different versions of the Niko, but as you can see, I have the copper carbon fiber version in front of me. There is Marco Knives, his maker's mark, the Niko, and there it is. It is a big chunk of D2. Now, obviously, you can tell you've got the, I guess, sort of tactical ring on it. We'll definitely talk about that here in a little bit, but this is a very interesting blade shape. It's called a clip point. That's what they call it. So, okay, that's what we will call it. It has got a huge belly on it. I really like the belly. The belly does wonders for cutting rope. Absolutely 100%. And even with that blade shape, that sort of swale in the spine, it actually makes a really nice landing pad for the thumb. But again, you got one solid chunk of D2. You got a nice little swedge there. You can get forward on it pretty well. There's your sharpening choil right there. So you can get up there pretty good and get a pretty good grip on it. Now, the jimping is sort of back here. And when I grab it and just lay my thumb down, my thumb is pretty much past the jimping. So this portion of the blade is kind of slick. The jimping that is there is done well. I like it. It grabs my thumb very well. But natural grip, my thumb just kind of lands forward of it. So, and I don't have overly large hands. So for the jimping, for me to really be effective, it kind of needs to be up here. So, I mean, if I pull the thumb back and get a hold of it, absolutely works fine. But just natural, it's just a little bit too far back for me. But, okay. Let's we'll do a quick spec check here. And so, got to go back here. We're looking at about 7¼ inches. Handle, you're looking at about, not quite 4, 3¾ ish. Blade, 3½. Cutting edge, now straight off you're looking at about a little over 3¼ maybe 3�3/8, but man, that belly just kind of elongates that cut just a little bit. It is really nice. We'll give you a couple of quick size comparisons here. Try to line them up handle to handle, but there it is against the bug out. So not too bad. Fairly close. And then there it is up against the PM2. Blade-wise, we're kind of in that same vicinity. Handle length obviously is much longer on the PM2. But here's where I'm going to throw in this guy. This is kind of where the sheath comes in. I'm throwing this in because I want to get a total weight on him. But you've got this Kydex sheath. You got this belt clip or just clip right there. The nice thing about it is it's actually rotatable. So you can carry it basically standard carry, or you can rotate it back and scout carry it. You notice I had it in the scout carry option because that's kind of what I prefer. Less noticeable. You guys know the story. And if you don't, well, I've told it several times, but when you get a visit from a police officer on your own property, yeah, it doesn't make things fun. But anyway, Kydex sheath. Now, I tell you what, you want to talk about retention? Holy smokes. This might be the best retention I've ever seen in a fixed blade because holy cow. It fits. It fits. As a matter of fact, dare I say it might even be a little bit too much as far as the retention goes. well, back to that. This is the only time I would use that ring whatsoever. But holy cow, yeah, it's got some really, really good retention. Not worried about losing this at all, 100%. So let me get the scale out here, and we'll I'll get the sheath back over here, chase it down, and we'll get a full weight on it. So sheath and all, you're looking at 6.3 ounces, 180 grams. We'll shoot that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's got wicked retention. Knife alone, 118 grams or 4.2 ounces. So, like I said, you could pocket clip this, belt clip it to your pack, however you choose to carry it, for sure. Comfort-wise, ergonomics are big for me. Doesn't matter what kind of knife it is, I do not care for the ring. I know it's there for all the tactical or tactical ninjas out there, or whatever. I just don't like it. It makes the grip uncomfortable for me. It presses the pinky out, which I don't care for. I put my pinky in there. It's just not comfortable for me. If you're somebody that likes one, great. Have fun with it. It's just not something I prefer. It almost forces me to use it, which I don't want to do because this grip right here is just not comfortable for me. Now I know, reverse grip, all that other stuff, guys, I'm not a knife fighter. I don't do that. My knife's a tool. It's not a weapon. It's just not my thing, really. Now, the design, it's kind of cool. I just wished if this came out to just a regular handle, I think I'd like it quite a bit because the effectiveness of the blade, fantastic. Makes cuts beautifully. I had a lot of fun cutting with it. Except for it's not comfortable. And I just don't prefer, man, maybe it's my hand size or whatever the case may be. I don't care for the way this feels either. So this is not a knife, or any type of knife, karambits, anything. You guys have heard me say that about karambits and everything else. It's just not for me. Like I said, I so wish this came back to a regular handle because I would like it a lot then, I think. I really do. I mean, it's a little bit, the blade shape's a little bit wild for me. You guys know me. I'm pretty bland when it comes to, like, I'm a drop point guy, it's just what I like. So, I mean, it's a nice piece of flat ground. It seems to be put together very well. So if this is more your thing, okay, I think it would be maybe a cool addition to your collection. Nice stonewash on the blade for sure. Now, this version actually only goes for $75. For what you get, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, sure, it's D2, but you got the copper carbon fiber. You got the really nice Kydex sheath with the fantastic retention on it. Like I said, almost maybe too much. Now, they do have a micarta version for $54, and they have a titanium version for $70. So pricing on these is really actually pretty fair, I believe, in my mind. You do get a cleaning cloth with it. I mean, you get your care and use, obviously. You get that. But, it's just not my thing. Comfort for me is number one because it's my primary use tool. And it just has to be comfortable. And I cannot find a comfortable grip with the Niko. It's just the way it is. You might be different. I don't know. And if you use it for other uses, right on. Might be one of those knives for you. But for me, just not fitting my kind of, just not my vibe. You know, just not my vibe. But I do appreciate Kansept sending it out, giving me the opportunity to check it out. Absolutely, 100%. Thank them very much. And guys, I always appreciate you guys stopping by and checking it out with me. Thanks a lot, guys. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.